For the third time that week, Chief Guardian Vexthor stood in the maintenance closet on level 7, staring at a scene that defied all logic and protocol. 5 dragon hatchlings, royal bloodline, priceless, irreplaceable, lay curled up in the lap of James Mitchell, the night shift janitor. The humans sat cross-legged on the floor, mop bucket beside him, while the babies slept peacefully against his chest. One tiny silver hatchling snored softly, smoke puffing from its nostrils with each breath. "Mr. Mitchell," Vexthor said slowly, his scales rippling with barely contained frustration. "This is a security breach of the highest order." James looked up from the tablet he'd been reading, careful not to disturb the sleeping hatchlings. "Sorry, Chief. They just keep showing up. The Royal Nursery has 12 guards, magical wards, and biolocks keyed specifically to approved caretakers. These hatchlings are 3 weeks old. They cannot possibly bypass such security. And yet..." James gestured to the pile of babies using him as a pillow. "Here we are again." The smallest hatchling, Princess Ember, daughter of Queen Seraphina herself, chirped in her sleep and burrowed deeper into James's janitor uniform. Vexthor's translator implant nearly short-circuited. The princess chose a human janitor over the finest nursery in the Imperium? Kids like what they like. James shrugged. "My daughter was the same way, only wanted her stuffed rabbit, nothing else would do. These are not human children. They are dragons. Apex predators. Future rulers of star systems. They're also babies who can't sleep." James scratched behind Ember's head ridge, and she purred like a kitten. "The nursery's too quiet, too sterile. Hatchlings need white noise, warmth, and a heartbeat to listen to. Basic mammalian, well, I guess cross-species, infant care. We have the finest caretakers, who treat them like fragile artifacts." James kept his voice gentle. "Look, I've got 4 kids back on Earth. I know exhausted babies when I see them. Your caretakers are scared to touch them wrong. These little ones can feel that anxiety." As if to prove his point, a bronze hatchling yawned, revealing rows of tiny teeth, then snuggled closer to James's warmth. Vexthor wanted to argue. He wanted to cite protocol, royal decree, and about 15 different security regulations. Instead, he activated his comm unit. "Your Majesty, we've located the hatchlings." Again. Queen Seraphina materialized in the narrow closet moments later, her massive form barely fitting. She took one look at the scene, her daughter and 4 noble hatchlings sleeping peacefully in a human's lap, and went very still. James carefully tried to stand. "Your Majesty, I can explain." "Stay." Her command was absolute. She shifted to her smaller humanoid form and knelt beside him, examining the sleeping babies. "How long have they been coming to you?" "About a week, ma'am. Started with just one, then word got out, I guess." "And you never reported this?" "Didn't want to get them in trouble. They're just babies who couldn't sleep." Seraphina reached out and gently touched her daughter's wing. Ember stirred but didn't wake, merely shifted to press against both James and her mother. "Our ancestors," the Queen said softly, "used to sleep in piles for warmth and safety. Modern nurseries are sanitized. Efficient. But not comforting." She looked at James with those platinum eyes. "You've given them what we forgot they needed." "Just doing what felt right, ma'am." Chief Vexthor, Seraphina stood, decision made. "Have maintenance quarters expanded on this level. Mr. Mitchell is hereby appointed as Royal Sleep Specialist." "Your Majesty." Vexthor sputtered. "A human has solved a problem our best minds could not." She smiled at James. "The position comes with appropriate quarters, salary, and one requirement: every night, you sit here until these babies sleep. Can you do that?" James looked down at the pile of tiny dragons, trusting him completely. "Yeah. I can do that. Good. The Queen paused at the door. And James? Thank you for seeing my daughter as just a child who needed help, not a princess who needed protocol. After they left, James settled back against the wall. The hatchlings slept on, safe and warm. Just like old times, huh, he whispered, thinking of his own kids. Guess some things really are universal.